Alright, budget magic time. Playing some mono green Stompy in standard. This hand is reasonable. We really want our conduit, Servant of the Conduit to live. Falconwrath Gorger for our opponent. Let's play a forest and just... Let's play Duskwatch here, actually. We don't mind just trading Duskwatch for Falconwrath Gorger if we have to. Opponent goes to combat, attacks. I think we are sort of the control in this matchup, so I think we just want to trade off and trust that Verdurous Gearhulks and stuff like that will go a long way to us winning this game. Let's play a Nissa. Make a plant. Smuggler's Copter is pretty annoying. No answer in hand. There's a mountain for our opponent. And an Olivia mobilized for war. Okay. Opponent going after us? Looks like. Oh, going after Nissa. Alright, Nissa down to 1. Discards an additional Olivia. Noose Constrictor's not bad. So let's make a plant. Play Noose Constrictor. Pass the turn. And Noose Constrictor actually gives us a way to stop a Smuggler's Copter and an Olivia. You can play just about anything with Smuggler's Copter, and it's going to be halfway good, just because Copter is so good. Alright, Key to the City makes it harder for us to block stuff. Cruise up the Smuggler's Copter. Gets in with Smuggler's Copter. Gets to loot. Discards a Fiery Temper. Goes after Noose Constrictor. Well, that's Blossoming Defense. Alright, opponent discards. Makes the Copter unblockable. Kills Nissa. Plays a Swamp. And Indulgent Aristocrat. No discard. We draw Forest, so let's play Forest. Let's play Nissa. Take down Nissa. This, cruise that, attacks. Yeah, let's just pass. Opponent does have a lot of flyers, which is kind of annoying. Opponent's gonna draw, hoping to get a Grasp of Darkness, or maybe they already have one, leaving up the 2 black mana. Alright, cruise up the Smuggler's Copter. Goes to combat. Attacks. Loots. Going after Nissa. So our opponent going to make it unblockable. They discard a Call of the Bloodline. Alright, make it unblockable. Sure. Nissa down. Opponent passes. We draw a forest. Well, that makes it easy. Play the forest. Play Verdurous Gearhulk. And we're just going to put some counters on our tokens. Go on the big attack. Opponent takes it down to 11. Pass turn. Opponent, no draw. We're still at 20 life because our opponent's been spending all this time killing Nissas. And we have a pretty big board. Wow, opponent attacks with both. They must have a plan for dealing with our board. Discards another Olivia. Yep. They must have a plan here, or they're just like dead. Plays a land. Has Voldaren Pariah. Well, I guess that counts as a plan. Kind of unfortunate that they managed to get that at the perfect time. Transforms Voldaren Pariah. We'll keep Noose Constrictor. Play Servant of the Conduit. Get some energy. Play Tireless Tracker. Pass the turn. Well, we're back. Oh, opponent just discards their last card. I guess they want to draw an extra one. It was a Neonate. They draw an extra card. We're a second Verdurous Gearhulk away from just winning. And I don't even know if our opponent can attack. I guess they can. Gets in for 6. Down to 8. Heir of Falconwrath. Oh, what a draw for our opponent. Wow. So our opponent got to draw 2 cards that turn, and it was the perfect 2 cards. And... well, let's get in with Servant. I think this is essentially the game. Well, good. Good running. Good running. If our opponent didn't draw a removal spell there, they very well might have lost, but that was good. Madness is a Stromkirk Occultist, makes this unblockable. Attacks with it. Yeah, I don't know if there's a card we can draw that gets us out of this. And Noose Constrictor is not it. Alright. Interesting. Well, we get to bring in 4 plummets. seems pretty absurd against our opponent's deck. And possibly more clear shots. And we're going to go down Loam Dryads, a big Nissa, and a couple of Duskwatch Recruiters. Try it like that. Whew! Well, yep. Alright, we get to play first. I guess this is reasonable. Noose Constrictor, block stuff, got a couple removal spells. Hopefully draw lands for Tireless Tracker. Foreboding Ruins for our opponent. Untapped. There's land. So let's just Noose Constrictor. Pass turn. Foreboding Ruins, untapped. Opponent passes. Well, let's get in with Noose Constrictor. Play another Noose Constrictor, play a Forest, pass the turn. This hand actually seems pretty good against our opponent's deck. We get to kill their first flyer, one way or another. There's Olivia. Well, that makes things easy. We just... Well, let's plummet. Play a Forest. Play third Noose Constrictor. Get in with both. Opponent's down to 14. Come on, Noose Constrictor. Indulgent Aristocrat, sure. Insolent Neonate, also sure. Sacks Insolent Neonate. Kills one of our Noose Constrictors. Yup. Draws a card. We get a Nissa. Well, let's attack with both Noose Constrictors. Play a Nissa. Make a plant. Pass turn. Opponent. Gonna go aggro. We're gonna chump that so we don't lose Nissa to Fiery Temper. Another Indulgent Aristocrat. And an Heir of Falconwrath. Found another Fiery Temper. Good lord. Gonna hit our Nissa down to 1. Flips the Heir of Falconwrath. We draw a Forest. Well, 1, 2, 3. Play Tireless Tracker. Play a Forest. Get a clue. Make a plant token. Get in with one of our Noose Constrictors. And pass turn! Hopefully this tracker lives. Our opponent has used 2 Fiery Tempers, so they might be out of removal. Smoldering Marsh for our opponent. Goes to combat. Attacks with Heir of Falconwrath. Well, we'll block with Noose Constrictor. Trade off. Fiery Temper. Third Fiery Temper. Alright. Can't do anything about it. Well, let's crack a clue. Get another land. Get another land. Well, make a plant. Attack with Noose Constrictor. Pass turn. Opponent. Yeah, we'll chump. Opponent goes back up to 8. Well, good news is our opponent is out. Our opponent is all the way out of removal spells. I guess we got to pass turn, or at least out of Fiery Tempers. They drew all 4. No attacks. Opponent passes. That's a good draw. Tireless Tracker. That's a very good draw. Play a Forest. Get a clue. I know there's not another... Alright. Opponent goes Lightning Axe on Tireless Tracker. That's fine. There's Voldaren Pariah. So let's plummet Voldaren Pariah. We lose our Tireless Tracker, get a clue. Opponent's out of cards. Let's just pass the turn. We just need one of our big finishers. That's what we're looking for. Opponent passes. Sack a clue. Servant is not a big finisher. Well, let's get in with Noose Constrictor. Opponent blocks. Goes to sack. Okay. Sure. Play Servant of the Conduit. Get some energy. Pass turn. Opponent has another Voldaren Pariah. There's a Verdurous Gearhulk. I don't think we just win here, but we essentially win here. 1, 2, 3. Clear shot. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Clear shot. Kill Indulgent Aristocrat. Play a Forest. Play Verdurous Gearhulk. And this is going to force our opponent into a chump block. And our opponent scoops it up. Whew, alright. Our removal plan kind of worked. The plummets were very good there. That game went a lot longer than I thought. Little nervous about our opponent being on the play of this game. That was a very interesting game, actually. I think we're going to run it back, though. Alright, game 3. Oh, man. So much awesome stuff, but one land. Oh, do we try it? It's so risky. I think we got a mulligan. Oh. Oh, Lord. Well, we have lots of Woodland Wanderers. Nothing that's actually good in this matchup, though. Well, we got the Snake Pit again. Maybe that'll be good enough. There's a Smuggler's Copter. Oh, dear. Not finding lands. Noose Constrictor, go. Opponent plays land. Key to the city. That's bad news. And Lightning Axe on our Noose Constrictor. Well, play another Noose Constrictor. Unfortunately, we don't have mana. They can make Smuggler's Copter unblockable. Start looting. We don't have a plummet. If we draw lands... Alright. Lightning Axe, discarding Avacyn's Judgment. Well, if our opponent doesn't have creatures, we're kind of okay. And our opponent apparently just doesn't have anything going on. Well, come on, land or plummet. Not a land. Well, we get to play Servant of the Conduit. The downside is our opponent's going to start looting, and we're not going to be able to stop that. They're going to draw a creature. They have to. Madness is Bloodhall Priestess. Oh, goodness. Yup. Alright. Fires up Smuggler's Copter. Well, they found their creature, and it was the perfect one at that. Discards another Smuggler's Copter. We do not draw land. Well, there's Nissa. Make a plant. Yeah, this game is looking pretty over. I guess that's not surprising. What is surprising is we were sort of still in this game, and it's turn 6 and we're still on 2 lands. So that's probably the surprising part. Yeah, that's game. There's no coming back from that. Well, good running. And bad running for us.